This is the Behind the Line podcast, and this is Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes for Thursday, February 3rd, 2022. Washington State ranks first in the country for the worst potholes on the roads. A new report says Washington State has the worst potholes in the country. The research showed that Washington ranked first when it came to problems with potholes. The report also showed that the worst cities were Yakima, and then Spokane and Seattle ranked in the top 5. And to go right along with that, on Wednesday, one of the famous expansion joints came up on I-5 southbound through Seattle and caused a huge traffic jam for several hours, and this happens every couple years. Why these expansion joints have not been fixed and replaced at this point is unknown. But talking to the Department of Transportation head, he said the department needs about another $475 million in funding. Inslee did increase their budget a couple years ago, but not nearly to what they need to have. Infrastructure is kind of important. I know Inslee likes to spend all his money on social programs and social justice and equity, but maybe it's time to spend some of that big surplus on fixing stuff that needs fixed. I see a lot of people online also blaming Republicans somehow for this problem. You Democrats have been in charge of this state for decades, and the budget. So the only person's shoulders this falls on is you Democrats. And since we're talking about Washington being the worst in the country for stuff, let's talk about how 3 Washington counties are the worst in the country for COVID infections. Whitman, Franklin, and Benton County. How is this possible? We are one of the most restricted states in the country. We have some of the highest vaccination rates in the country. We have the superstar medical doctor Jay Inslee governor. I thought we won the Super Bowl. The COVID Super Bowl. Just more proof all these restrictions don't work. Shasta County, California. A retired police chief and self-described Reagan Republican with decades of public service, Leonard Motti, checked all the boxes to represent his community in one of California's most conservative counties. But on Tuesday, voters ousted Motti, handing control of the Shasta County Board of Supervisors to a group aligned with local militia members. The election followed nearly 2 years of threats and increasing hostility toward the longtime supervisor and his moderate colleagues in response to pandemic health restrictions. Well, people are sick of this stuff. Government officials better wake up. Surprisingly, that would happen anywhere in California. This has been Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes. For more, visit BehindTheLinePodcast.com. Happy Friday. Thanks for listening.